All this fancy ass bullshit that I see on YouTube, I don't have time for that. I work full time and I don't get paid enough to eat out every day. And when I do eat out, they always give me a piss poor serving size of shit food packed with cheap calories. So here's my channel. I cook things that are easy, cheap, bold, and healthier than what you can find outside.
5, 3, 2, 1. My name is Will and I'm a bad chef.
Welcome to the season finale. First of all, I want to thank you all for watching this tiny little channel, all of the comments, the support, the constructive advice. You all know how to make a simple man very happy. I've renewed myself for season 2, so keep an eye out for that because that's in the works. But in terms of season 1, I think the best way to cap off this season is to have a goddamn drink. Woo! So let's do it, let's go, let's have a drink. I like to drink from time to time because it distracts me from the inconvenient reality of being alive. Alcohol is a great way to forget the existential nightmare of being born into a capitalist regime designed to expose us to as many microtransactions as possible until we die. And what better way to stave off your nihilistic tendencies than with a cocktail? Cocktails outside are actually expensive as fuck. They're like $25 a piece in Australia. Actually, all alcohol is quite expensive in Australia, and as a result, it's shifted drinking culture quite a bit. Young people in Australia tend to pre-game at a house party as hard as they can handle, then they catch a quick Uber to a dance floor while they'll ride the wave of pre-consumed alcohol as they go through the night. That's a double-edged sword though, because by the time you finish pre-gaming, spending $12 for a pint at a bar seems like a reasonable transaction. So today I'm going to teach you a few standard basic cocktails so that you can pre-game hard enough to pass out in the comfort of your own home before you even set out for the bar. Now, I know to set up a home bar has a high initial cost, but the cost of a night out can easily exceed $150 after Ubers and $12 vodka mixes. So if you're planning to buy from a bottle-o instead, that's not called alcoholism, that is called good financial planning. All up, I spent about $200 on these 5 bottles, and that gives me about 120 standard drinks, which means that it's approximately about $1.50 per standard drink, roughly $3 per cocktail, which is an eighth of the price that you pay for the same cocktail outside. You could also get a basic cocktail kit at your local bottle for about 20 bucks. Not only will it make your life a lot easier, it looks super impressive when you're shaking your cocktails, when in actuality, you have no idea what you're doing. Kind of like me. So with this kit, and also these 5 basic spirits along with a couple of mixes, you can make most of the regular cocktails. So since we mentioned the Long Island iced tea, let's start with that first.
Oh, that was a solid crack.
The Long Island iced tea has a few ingredients to it, but it's quite easy. It's half a shot each of vodka, gin, tequila, rum, and triple sec, along with a bit of simple syrup. Simple syrup is just caster sugar dissolved in water. It's pretty much a liquid sugar used to sweeten drinks. Super easy to make yourself, just dissolve sugar in hot water in a 1:1 ratio and leave it to cool. Now, to assemble the Long Island iced tea, shake all of that in the cocktail shaker with ice, strain it into a glass with fresh ice in it, then top it with a little Coke and a squeeze of lemon juice. There's 2.5 standard drinks in this, so keep that in mind.
The best part is you can see all the alcohol at the bottom.
Yeah, that's not bad though. All right, next up, margarita. A margarita is a fun and refreshing summer drink. To make a margarita, all you need is 2 shots of light tequila, 1 shot of triple sec, and a solid squeeze of lime juice. Shake all of it in the shaker with ice, then pour it into a glass rimmed with salt. To rim a glass with salt, wipe a used lime around the rim of the glass, then dip the glass into a container with a heavy dusting of ground salt. If the drink isn't sweet enough, add a little simple syrup to it. And done! Margarita! Cheers!
Oh my god, so yummy.
Thank you. So these are my best mates. This is Steph, Mel, and Will.
Also blocking that.
All right, next drink. If the margarita is the fun Mexican miso, the mojito is a margarita's kinky Cuban cousin. A light and spritzy drink, you can make it with 2 shots of white rum, 1 shot of simple syrup, a good squeeze of lime juice, and a good stack of mint leaves. Here's a pro tip. The mint releases its flavor better when you give them a bit of a slap. So just place them in the palm of the hand and give them 1 or 2 good slaps. Not too hard, not too soft. Just slap them as hard as you would a consenting partner. To make your mojito, layer the lime and mint into a service glass, then muddle them. Add enough ice to top the glass, then pour in the rum and simple syrup. Give it a stir, then finish with a splash of soda water and be on your merry way. And that's a mojito done. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. How is it?
I made a weird sound drinking that, but that is quite good. There's one more sibling to the South American trio, and she hails from Puerto Rico. Pina goddamn colada. The coconut cream is thick, but it softens the acidic edge of the pineapple juice and will deceptively mess you up in no time. The pina colada is pretty easy to make. Just pour into a blender 2 shots of white rum, 2 shots of coconut cream, 3 shots of pineapple juice, and enough ice to loosely fill a glass. Blend until smooth, then serve in a tall glass with a squeeze of lime juice and a pinch of salt.
Good. Brain freeze.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's not a starting drink. Yeah, nice try.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's why it's not a sculling drink.
But I'm gonna finish it. Alright, so this one isn't quite standard, but I'm really drunk and I don't know what else to make. So we're gonna make a light and stormy. So, you know what a dark and stormy is? It's dark rum, ginger beer, and squeezed lime. A light and stormy is exactly the same, but we're going to use light rum instead of dark rum. If you can make a gin and soda, you can make this. All you'll need to do is to pour 2 shots of white rum over ice, then fill the glass with ginger beer and add a solid squeeze of lime juice. Stir briefly and that's it. For me though, I like to add a bit of pizzazz with some bitters or turmeric to add a little spice and color. So, dab it on the top of your drink, top with a lime wedge and down it at your leisure. Light and stormy, done. Light and stormy. Cheers. Why am I doing this? I don't know. So there you have it. 5 cocktails to get you messed up at pre-game. So my advice is to start on the cocktails because they're deceptively strong, and then ease yourself onto the mixed drinks like vodka sodas or gin and tonics because they take 2 seconds to make and you're definitely not bowling at full pace at this point in time, evidently. Also, I think I'm required by the law to say drink responsibly. Don't drink if you're pregnant, don't drink and drive, don't be a fucking menace when you drink. So please chill, you piece of shit. Other than that, $20 cocktails can go fuck themselves. Outro. Season outro. I want to thank Will for all the advice about the cameras and the hardware, Katie for the lighting advice, Erica for the advice about music, Mum and Dad for everything else, and the entire crew, Nero, Baz, Mel, Alex, Keely, Will, Stat, for being with me on this season outro. But regardless, we'll look forward to season 2. But that's the end of season 1. So let's get drunk. Fuck.